What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including massive cuts coming to WWE, who has been released from WWE, are they going to actually cut talent, Roman Reigns' return leaked, the real attendance figures for All In have been uncovered. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new channel, Wrestlelamia Shorts. Now let's do the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at massive cuts coming to the WWE. The WWE employees are being told to work from home today as the company prepares to cut its staff now that WWE Endeavor merger is complete. WWE President Nick Khan informed employees on 14 September via email that changes were being made. As part of WWE's transition into the newly formed TKO Group Holdings, we are evaluating our existing operations and systems to identify potential synergies across the business. This effort includes workforce reductions, which will take place tomorrow. Khan also informed employees those whose roles have been impacted will be notified by our human resources team, who will share the details of their severance package. We're asking that everyone work remotely Friday, September 15th, so we can ensure all conversations are handled privately and respectfully. We'll send out a company-wide email once all of tomorrow's conversations have happened. The cuts have been expected for some time, with many believing that they would happen shortly after the WWE and Endeavor merger into TKO Holdings finished. Despite this knowledge, WWE staff are understandably nervous, with PW Insider noting, "Everyone we've spoke to is pretty much on pins and needles waiting to see if they receive word they need to jump on a Zoom call with the company, realizing that if they receive one, their time with the company has to be done." The fact that everyone was separated has added to the sense of unease, as well as according to a few we've spoken with. As we'll see, the WWE is already making cuts at the top. Next up, around 40 to 50 WWE employees have been released. According to PW Insider's Mike Johnson, the WWE has already released Jamie Horowitz, the Executive Vice President of Development and Digital, Catherine Newman, the Executive Vice President of Head of Marketing, and Amanda Bloom, Director Enterprise, Master Data and Governess. However, in some breaking news, PW Insider has heard that among WWE employees, there's been talk that already 40 to 50 employees are gone, potentially even more. This sounds like a huge shakeup from TKO Holdings. Is the WWE going to cut talent? Is the WWE going to make any roster cuts? Well, the company has made it clear ever since the WWE Endeavor merger was announced that employees would be cut, noting that a substantial number of workers could be let go. It's repeatedly said that there were no plans for releasing wrestlers. PW Insider is reporting that for those who have asked, we have been told there are no plans for talent cuts today. Nevertheless, there's skepticism about whether the WWE will continue to maintain a bloated roster. In an exclusive report, Nick Hausman of House of Wrestling revealed on 14 September that, unfortunately, while inquiring about whether there would be any talent releases as well, we were told by a WWE source that major cuts are expected to the WWE main roster and NXT brand. We were not explicitly told that the cuts would be coming tomorrow, but they were told that they've been planned for some time. These conflicting reports could be the result of misinformation from a source looking to conceal any cuts, or just a case of source getting erroneous information. Whatever the case, fans and wrestlers alike will be watching things closely, as there's just no telling whose job, besides Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, is safe. Next up, Roman Reigns' return leaked. When will Roman Reigns return to the ring? Well, according to Dave Meltzer, fans have still a bit of wait, as the Tribal Chief isn't expected back until November. As expected, the next Reigns match will be 4th November in Saudi Arabia. Meltzer added in this week's Observer that he'll be back on television in the time leading to the show to promote that match. As for who Reigns will wrestle, that remains unknown, but the WWE Universe could see AJ Styles challenging Reigns. Styles has been embroiled in a program with Jey Uso and Solo Sikoa of late, and a rumor has it that this could lead to a match at Crown Jewel. Next up, Matt Riddle update. When is Matt Riddle returning to WWE? Riddle missed Raw and will reportedly miss 2 live events this weekend due to illness. However, an incident where Riddle was allegedly disruptive at New York's JFK airport last weekend led to speculation whether the WWE might sanction him with a disciplinary action. While skeptical fans might question whether Riddle's absence was due to illness, he reportedly was dealing with a double ear infection and bronchitis. But now PW Insider is reporting that Riddle will return on the 18th September Raw. It's unknown what's next for Riddle in terms of storylines, but he appeared to be involved in Drew McIntyre's slow turn towards becoming a heel. Next up, AEW All In's real attendance figures uncovered, and just how many fans attended AEW's All In pay-per-view at Wembley Stadium. Fans have been asking this ever since Nigel McGuinness announced the event that the show had sold 81,035 tickets, a new record for the wrestling industry. Some critics and fans questioned this and also wanted to know how many fans were present for the show. And now Wrestlenomics is reporting on the show's actual attendance, noting it obtained the information through a Freedom of Information Act request, saying the actual numbers registered entering Wembley Stadium through the turnstiles was 72,265. This is reflective of what attended on the night and not the total number of tickets sold or no-shows, etc. And Meltzer pointed out that this actual attendance falls short of the record set by WrestleMania 32. As for tickets sold, the exact figure could be available soon, as this week's Observer is reporting it's likely within the next months that an audited figure will be available, but this is not certain. According to Meltzer, as far as paid is concerned, 80,135, if accurate, would be the all-time record. Next up, Jey Uso being praised for work on Raw. That's good news for Jey Uso following his recent move from SmackDown to Raw. Better Wrestling Experience is reporting Office are extremely happy with Jey's fan reactions. They've always believed in him, but all of this happening part of a big crazy story. How you look into it is 100% on you. Enjoy it and let it play out. Big names involved in writing this. But this is obviously great news for main event Jey, whose name has come up as a possible breakout star over the last year. With Jey now working on Raw, this allowed the WWE to work on his singles run before an eventual feud with brother Jimmy. What do you guys think of Jey's run on Raw so far? Do you see him as a top singles star? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, MJF's Milestone. And congratulations to current AEW World Heavyweight Champion MJF on reaching the 300-day mark as champion. MJF is now the second longest reigning AEW champion and needs to reach the 347-day mark to surpass Kenny Omega. That could be a problem for Wrestling Salt of the Earth as he faces a tough challenger in Samoa Joe this Wednesday. Next up, doubts on Jade Cargill jumping to WWE. A recent report from Fightful Select suggests Cargill may not be leaving AEW for another wrestling gig. More reports have come in on why Jade left AEW. Upon returning backstage following a match with Chris Statlander in Cincinnati, Jade was greeted by several members of the roster who exchanged hugs. It was seen as a farewell within the company. There are many within the company that said she was headed to WWE, but we've not heard that she explicitly stated that. Instead, she told people she may focus on family and a softball team that she and Brandon Phillips own. That could have been a cover story, as we'll see next, as there are more than a few people who believe Jade will show up in WWE. So is she set for a main roster debut? And while fans will have to wait and see whether Jade shows up in WWE, rumour has it that AEW's inaugural TBS champ won't be starting off in NXT if she does jump to the WWE. Meltzer noted on this week's Observer that those in WWE believe she was coming and that it would be on the main roster rather than developmental, but I could see that going either way. Another person in WWE described to us that her name was being talked about a lot, but the deal was not completed at press time. The money it would take to get her would have been far more than they pay those in developmental, but while she has a star look and is a great athlete, her skill set and experience level is not at WWE main roster women levels. Meltzer observed that despite her inexperience, Cargill could work the main roster with experienced stars working around her limitations and helping her improve in the ring. And finally, John Cena brought security entourage to India. And last but not least, it appears John Cena wasn't playing around when it came to his personal safety during the WWE's recent trip to India. Meltzer is reporting that Cena had a large security team with him at all times before and after the show. Given Cena's wealth and past incidents where so-called fans have attacked wrestlers, it makes sense to be very careful. But there you have it folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.